much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say a few words and then I'll open this short doorstop press conference to the press. President Wahid and I had a very good meeting this morning. We covered a range of subjects, but we focused primarily on bilateral economic cooperation. Indonesia would like Singapore plus other ASEAN countries to help Indonesia in its economic recovery. And as far as Singapore is concerned, we think we can play the role of a catalyst in helping Indonesia in its economic recovery. Amongst the ideas we discussed was one of sending a business delegation to Indonesia as soon as we can. So I have decided to myself lead this business delegation to Indonesia sometime in the future, not too far away from now. I want to make one more point before I pass on the mic to the President, and that is in this effort to get Indonesia to recover its economy, the Indonesians should not expect a very quick recovery. In other words, it will take quite some time for the plans to be articulated and for the plans to be implemented. So I think the President deserves a longer honeymoon period than a quick conception and production or a short gestation period. Thank you. President, would you like to say a few words? Yeah.
Thank you very much for this occasion. You know, the protocol asked me on the list, that whether I would like to meet the press. I said yes, because they give me free advertisement. While you know that the meeting with the Prime Minister was very good, and as he said already that he will lead the delegation to Jakarta later, and I would like to welcome him because we need very much the need of Singapore in many, many things. And I hope that this will be a kind of beginning of a private, understanding between us, which will be, I think, in the future will be very good. Thank you.
Yes, questions on the floor? Yes.
Announced that it would be sending a delegation to.
You know, the new approach by the IMF, and we look forward to, to have their help in overcoming the problems we face now. So, but it should be remembered also that we have our own priorities, and the sending of delegation from IMF is to see whether our priorities correspond with their priority. So that's healthy among in the relationship between different parts of the world countries.
Yes, next question.
Jawabnya hanya satu, mudah-mudahan. Karena itu saya berkunjung kepada Perdana Menteri Goh Chok Tong untuk itu. Kenapa itu namanya Indonesia tidak bisa bangun sendiri, harus bersama-sama dengan teman-temannya dari ASEAN dan dari bagian-bagian lain dari dunia ini.
Launching this cooperation, and the existing cooperation platform is the real cooperation projects that we have. I was happy to hear from the President that Indonesia is thinking of turning Batam into a free trade zone. That will be a very good move for Batam, because we believe that free trade zone for Batam, Singapore can help to double the jobs to be created in Batam in a matter of years. And I suggested to the President that this concept should be extended to the neighboring island of Pulau Bintang. Because in Bintang, there is a holiday resort. There are also industrial parks in Bintang. And I believe Bintang can be a world-class holiday resort. The President will get his economic team to study the proposal of extending the free trade zone to Bintang.
In economic terms, I don't understand those things, you know. Not like the Prime Minister who is an economist. I am, what you can say, a generalist.
I can answer that. I don't think Indonesia requires trade financing at this stage. The preoccupations are elsewhere. The scheme was offered the last time to the Habibie government and of course to Suharto before that. They found a scheme. They were not able to work the scheme, so I think we should leave the scheme behind. Because they could not work it, therefore it's not an idea which we should explore. Between Indonesia and Singapore are very important. They are fundamental to peace, prosperity, security of ASEAN and the region. And under President Habibie, relations were cordial, and relations with others in Indonesia continue as before. But on a personal level with Habibie, I had no problem. I mean, it was warm and good. President Gus Dur had decided to come to Singapore first. I take it that he's signaling the importance of ASEAN, not just Singapore, because it's visiting
Singapore is my second home.
Well, he said so. So we have a very good basis for working on better relations, because we think Indonesia now has the best team, given the circumstance of President Wahid and Vice President Megawati, and of course a cabinet with many new able faces. It's got the best team in place, and on that basis, with political stability in place, we can begin to build a stronger relations. Indonesia will always be an important country that drives ASEAN. I mean, it's the largest country in ASEAN, and we are happy that Indonesia now is placing emphasis on ASEAN. You could not for the last 18 months or so, but I could sense from President Gus Dur that ASEAN is very important to Indonesia. We welcome that. We welcome the role that Indonesia will play in getting ASEAN to move forward.
Eventually,
It's up to them, and my government is looking forward to the returning inflow, and I work very hard for that, my cabinet as well, and I think the Singaporeans can help us in this thing.
Abdurrahman Wahid. President Abdurrahman Wahid.
Excellencies, I'd like to thank President Abdurrahman. You, Chinese.
My daughter now learns Mandarin. International facility once or twice a year, but the presence is most important because we need now all the available ability and resources to go forward once, as well the cultural life. Today, by the so-called Indonesia and Asia Tenggara to achieve the same goals, prosperity for our respective nations. We are faced by so many difficulties, but we have to set out principles from now on. The principles, as already known by you, is that we will stick to the